PlayStation has just released their most recent State of Play. A State of Play, if you don't know, is their presentations, Nintendo has Directs and Xbox has Directs. PlayStation has State of Plays. And you know what? It was alright. It was just alright, I guess. I really only gave a shit about Silent Hill 2 and Monster Hunter Wilds. One's gonna be like the greatest game ever made, and then the other one is Silent Hill 2. But at the end of this very presentation, there was a big surprise. A brand new Astro Bot game, and it is the biggest one yet, it seems. Now, I wasn't really all that familiar with Astro Bot before. I know that the studio that makes Astro games, Team Asobi, is a reformation of Studio Japan, or has members that were previously in Studio Japan. That studio being shut down, of course. They don't really make anything outside of Astro, though, so I didn't really think much about them. I did play Astro's Playroom, though, after this trailer released, and I gotta say, I completely understand where people are coming from now. Now let me say, after playing Astro's Playroom, though, I can definitely tell you that I am very excited for this game, but also, I just really didn't think about it all this much. But have you ever realized how Japanese studio trailers are way better than Western ones? Now let me explain. Astro Bot, if you don't know, is a platformer. PlayStation doesn't really do all of those anymore, except for Ratchet and Clank, but seeing how Rift Apart sold, I'm gonna guess that that's not gonna be the case anymore. We live in an age where game trailers are mainly either cinematic in-engine trailers or trailers that just have a fucking number or a logo or something like that. And that's it. Now there are reasons for that I'll get into later, but it's just mainly, why don't you show gameplay for a game instead of just a logo or a cinematic trailer, huh? If I'm looking at a game for the first time, I want to be like, wow, I wonder what this is going to be about, especially if I don't know what the game is, right? The thing about Astro is that people already know Astro, people know that it's a platforming series, right? So that helps. But if you're going to do a cinematic trailer for a game that I don't know or know what it's about, then that's an issue. Because now I'm going to be like, wow, that definitely was a video game, I think. It could have been a movie. I don't even know what it's about or what the gameplay is like, and I'm not gonna care at all for future trailers that actually do show it. I just don't know why most studios are doing that nowadays and not just showing their game, Big example of this would have to be Redfall's reveal. When people saw Redfall, nobody knew what it was. Redfall is a completely new IP. They showed off in a cinematic trailer, no gameplay, and then I'm pretty sure they talked about it like it was going to be the best experience ever because it's Xbox, and that's just what they do. Xbox are definitely the biggest offenders of this, though. I will say, though, I was going to shell on Xbox a lot in this video previously, but that new Xbox presentation was pretty good, actually. I'm not even gonna lie. They showed the new Doom, Indiana Jones, and a new Perfect Dark, which all look great, by the way. And that's how you do a trailer. That's how you should do a trailer right there. But Redfall, that was not it. And another example has to be in the exact same presentation that Astro Bot was revealed in. This new Condor game, which is a 5v5 shooter. We haven't had 50 million of those already. But the thing about Condor is that they, to show it off first in this presentation, and this was first, they showed off a cinematic trailer. This was revealed before, and people have already would have forgotten about it, because it was announced I don't know how long like 2 years at least. I should look this up actually. 2021 is when this was first announced. 3 years ago, they finally show it off, and that's how they show it off first. Only for it to be revealed as a 5v5 shooter. I will never understand this. I guess gaming is going in a different direction now, because they mainly just want to show off how beautiful the game is and how characteristic their characters are, and I guess doing it this way is the only way to do it. And like, I can compromise. You can compromise actually by just doing that while also showing the game, right? Am I wrong? Astro Bot doesn't have to do this because it's not really a story-driven series, to my knowledge. I mean, it probably is, but like, it's not gonna be that extreme. But I still think that this practice is like really dumb. You probably could do a better job of doing that instead of just, you know, giving us a movie trailer and then a game. Just give us a movie trailer while showing off the game also. You know, I don't even know how to explain it. Maybe that's why they do it, because like, I don't understand. That's why they keep doing it, because I don't understand it. But they do, and somehow this is like the greatest thing ever. I don't know. But moving on, I should also explain that existing IPs work better for trailers like this, right? Because Astro, we already know about Astro. We don't know about Redfall. We don't know about Condor. You just showed it to us, and then it's like, oh wow. Anyways, right? And also, they showed that new Blade game at the Game Awards last year, right? And that was the same thing. It looked great, but it was still just cinematic, and I'm like, what's this game gonna be about? And it's gonna come out in like, I don't know, 4 years at least. Why did you announce it? Which will be another thing, actually, I'm gonna bring up. But I should continue on this part of the discussion, because trailers for new IPs can still be hype. The problem stems from how it's structured. Because if it's structured like Redfall, then it sucks. But if it's structured like Hi-Fi Rush, everyone was talking about Hi-Fi Rush. I mean, it was mainly because it's shadow dropped, I guess, but like, everyone was talking about Hi-Fi Rush because of how it looked and the concept of it. Two things that probably would not have been addressed at all if it were just a cinematic trailer. Right? I just remembered. Xbox fucking shut down Tango, bro. They knew what they were doing, bro. Why would you do that? Oh, I'm gonna kill that, man. That really made me upset. And then they continue to release fucking movie trailers, man. Oh, they also revealed the new Gears. They revealed new Gears of War, and that was cinematic, and that's probably because the game's not gonna come out in another 30 years. So like, yeah. Which brings me to my next topic of how Astro Bot is releasing in like September, right? Which is very close from when it was first revealed. And I do believe more companies should just wait on revealing a game instead of revealing it only for it to not get any updates or come out in like until the next decade. There are many examples of trailers that are just cinematic because they don't have a release date or a year. Many trailers that are just a logo because they don't have a release date or year. And I'm just like, why? Like when they revealed Wolverine by Marvel Wolverine by Insomniac, I'm pretty sure that comes out in like 26, right? Let me look this up. I don't even think it has a release date. I thought it did. But like, if it doesn't, then that honestly makes me even more upset. Because that trailer had like nothing in it. So why would you reveal it? Why? Freaking shareholders? They're gonna be like, oh man, this game's gonna make so much money, bro. It's time to invest. You could get just as many people investing in your company if you just showed the game. But like, yeah, obviously it doesn't make any sense to me as to why this continues to happen, right? Because like, I got another Dragon Quest. Where are we at? 12? Dragon Quest 12. That was released. That was revealed like in 2021. I'm pretty sure, or 2020 or 21, and it still hasn't gotten like any information. Like years after. I guess Final Fantasy VII had something to do with that. But like, actually, speaking of, let's go even far back, to be honest. Kingdom Hearts 3, when that was first revealed, it took a long ass time for that to even get released. And like, we're probably seeing that again with 4. But at the very least, we get to see what Kingdom Hearts 3 looks like. But at the same time, why did it take you so long to release the game, right? And fuck, I haven't dogged on Nintendo yet. The Breath of the Wild sequel, as it was called, or Breath of the Wild 2 as it was called, way before it got its name revealed as Tears of the Kingdom. That was like a pretty good trailer, actually, I'm not even gonna lie, because we already knew it was Zelda. We know the Zelda IP, but, and it wasn't really exactly cinematic, I guess. It was kind of like, they did show it in engine, but like, it wasn't exactly cinematic. But at the same time, that was revealed in 19, I think. And like, we got very little information. Like, at least we got information. You know what we don't have information on? Metroid Prime 4, which is even longer than that. That was announced in 17, got like scrapped and remade in 19 or something, right? So I feel like Nintendo of all companies, I'll give it to them. They're doing a good job at like making sure they have a game ready and know when it's gonna be released. A lot of companies don't do that though. There are a lot of companies that aren't doing that right now, and that's like very scary to me, because I feel like they're only really doing it to, they're not really doing it to gain the hype, but like gain the money of the shareholders so that they can make the big bucks, and then their shareholders can make the big bucks, right? I understand that making a game is hard, like that much is obvious, but like, there's a fine line between like working on a game and revealing the game and like not like no state. Actually, I was gonna say an unfinished state, but like that happens all the time. But like, if you're not giving us a state at all, that's a problem. I am veering off extremely far from like the main topic. I'm trying to say, Team Asobi, they know how to make a trailer. They know how to make a trailer. PlayStation should take some notes on that, like the main studio, and like a lot of other people too. Like, show your game, you know? Stop with the cinematic trailers. Stop with the logos. Release the game like fairly soon, like 2 years. 2 years later from like reveal to release at the very least. Alright, if you have to delay it, then go delay it. But like, give us a year. Give us like, shoot your shot at the very least, you know? And if you have to delay it, then that's fine. But like, don't just fucking don't be stupid. Like, I want to see if I want to be interested in games right now, and it's really hard. But like, there are Japanese studios that like actually know how to do it right. When Metal Gear Solid Delta was revealed, I was like, holy shit, bro. I can't fucking wait. And they also showed more gameplay of that recently in the Xbox presentation. So like, That's like I'm excited for that. I can't wait. But that's besides the point. They know how to do it. Nintendo knows how to do it. Western studios just don't. And it's really, I don't know why they do it like this. It's just so strange to me. But they're still doing it. Like they just want to tell us that their games look pretty, and I guess this is how they do it. You know, they do it by showing us like nothing. They literally don't show us anything. You know, sometimes it's the engine, sometimes it's literally nothing. You know, and if that's how you want to do it, then so be it. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy it until I see it. You know, if I see it and it looks like ass, and you showed me a freaking trailer that was like that, then sucks to be you. I'm not buying. But I will be buying Astro Bot. Make sure you buy Astro Bot also, because this was revealed at that very end of the presentation also, which makes me really, really happy and like really excited, because PlayStation might be having like fun again. And if that's the case, it's like the very end of the trailer, and they're really pushing it now, and it's not full price. It's full price for next gen standards, so it's not $70, it's $60 for just the main game. Astro Bot is a celebration of PlayStation's history. So if they realize that, then I think PlayStation will start to care about their history more often, honestly. They just randomly re-released Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus to the PlayStation Store. So like now you can actually play it like decently and not have like 5 seconds of input delay. I'm not sure if it's that bad, but like streaming PlayStation 3 games on PS5 is apparently like bad. But like they are starting to care about the history more. Well, okay, we don't know that yet, but if it sells well, maybe they will. Maybe they will. When was the last time you heard them give a shit about Ape Escape, right? They would probably start caring more about Ape Escape and like Loco Roco, like those two in particular, that they just don't care about it anymore. But Astro Bot, Team Asobi does, so like, you know, if they do, then I think PlayStation might, you know, it's just, you know what I mean? So if you know, if you wanna, you should, if you wanna, though, I'm not gonna force you, I will be though. So like, yeah, I can't wait for that. So like, I'm really sorry about my video output recently. I promise it's gonna get better at some point. You know, I'm free now. I actually have a lot of free time, but I've been using that to just lounge around mainly. So like, I will try my best to like actually get videos out though. So like, yeah, on this channel specifically, but like, you know, you can go to the other one if you so please. I am like making a lot more videos. I have a lot of videos planned, or they have a lot of videos planned for that channel. I don't, what?